Hello, I'm Kylie Garcia with MATV's Neighborhood View. I'm here at Mystic Station here in Malden, about to speak with Bryan, who co-owns with his wife Nicole, about his involvement with Malden Eats, a part of the Malden Reads program. So hi Bryan, it's nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you
Beautiful restaurant.
Thank you very much.
So tell me about how you got started here.
Well, actually, my wife and I have been looking for a restaurant for quite some time, and we settled in Malden about a couple years ago. And the restaurant itself we looked at, but it kind of like snuck through our fingers. Another gentleman bought it, but we saw the redevelopment in Malden, so we started looking at other places. About a year after that, so now we're 2 years into it, I get a phone call from my realtor, and she said that Mystic Station or District 7 was available again. And my wife and I got very excited and immediately started working on it, and here we are.
It looks brand new in here. Have you done any renovations?
We have. Not as much as people think. Paint and putty go a very long way. We did spend 2 weeks renovating after we purchased it. But mainly we just kind of changed the concept. So we brightened things up. We changed some of the decor, the lighting, the paint, of course. But no like real structural changes. But you know, it definitely changed the vibe in here, I think.
Awesome. Tell me about your cuisine. What type of food and what is your inspiration for the food that you have?
Well, a lot of the inspiration is from my wife's family and Italian background. And, you know, both my wife and I are from industry families and grew up cooking. But a lot of it also it's American cuisine, but we do everything from scratch. So we feel we get a better product that way. It's better for the customer. And going that little extra mile instead of kind of trying to cut quarters really gives a better product.
So if I came in here cold, what would you recommend to me?
Well, me being on the bar end, I'd immediately ask you if you want a hot toddy, which is something that'll warm you up, especially in the the winter months rather. But we always have a soup of the day that always changes. One of my favorites. We do a steak and cheese soup. So it's inspired from French onion soup. So it's a beef broth. We shave some steak. We put some peppers and onions, and then we put a nice crouton and melt cheese over the top. So you dig through, you get the cheese, you get the steak, the onions, and it's excellent. That's a big seller. And then also our chili is something that is to be mentioned because, plain and simple fact is I like to put some exotic beers in there time to time, but it always has a beer in there. So recipe can change a little bit, but it's always excellent.
So switching gears a little bit, you work with your wife,
Yes.
And this was kind of the plan all along. So tell me how that works out, how you guys have worked that out.
It actually works out really well. Having a business, especially a restaurant, you can't do everything on your own. You need support. We get support from our family, and my wife and I were able to juggle it. She's back at the house. She gets the recipes done. She helps with the books, with all our events and that kind of planning. And I'm more front of the house, so it's day-to-day activities, making sure the restaurant has a good flow, that all our customers are taken care of. I come up with all the drinks. I have a passion for craft beer, which we thought Malden needed as well. There's some great restaurants in Malden that are starting to do some craft beer, but we wanted to fill that void and bring something really excellent. So over the past year, I've been to establish great relationships with a lot of different companies, and now we do like craft beer dinners and stuff like that on Thursday nights.
So speaking of programs, Bryan, you got yourself involved in Malden Reads, Malden Eats, actually, part of the Malden Reads program. Mm-hmm. Tell me how you got involved in that.
Well, it's kind of a funny story. Our neighbor, Ann, comes in here, and she heads up the program or helps with the program, Malden Reads, or Malden Eats, rather. And she comes in from time to time to have lunch, and one day she came in with one of her books, and so we just started chatting about, what the program is and what it's about. And my wife and I thought it would be a great fit to be able to help with that, per se, as far as the eating is concerned. So what we do is we do a price fixed meal of $20, and we give you a choice of 3 appetizers, 3 entrees, and 2 desserts. And you come in, you get to hang out with your friends, get some great food, try some great beer, and just talk about the book they're reading.
So when are you holding your Malden Eats Community Dinner?
We're actually doing it on March 31st, which is a Tuesday night. We ask that people do call ahead for reservations.
So Bryan, Malden is known as of now as being sort of a scene for new restaurants. How do you feel that Mystic Station factors into that, and how has it played into your success so far as a new restaurant here?
Well, we're really excited about Malden. Malden has a great community, and I believe all the new restaurants coming into it is expanding that. And it's really up and coming area. There's a lot of redevelopment in the area. There's a lot of restaurants coming here, which is bringing out a whole new clientele to the area as well. My wife and I strongly believe within the next couple of years, Malden is going to be a booming epicenter of retail and restaurants alike. And we're happy and we're glad to be a part of that. And hopefully we'll be here to stay.
Congratulations on your success so far here with Mystic Station. It's been such a pleasure to meet you, Bryan.
Very nice to meet you.
What a great new restaurant here in Malden with a nice family-friendly vibe. For more information, please visit neighborhoodview.org or maldenreads.org. I'm Kylie Garcia with MATV's Neighborhood View. Thanks for watching. What is your favorite thing to eat at your parents' restaurant here, Mystic Station?
Steak.
Steak? Yeah. What do you have on the side with your steak?
Usually broccoli.
Yeah. That's healthy. What else? What do you have to drink?
Coke.
Coke. All-American girl, huh? What else do you like here?
That this restaurant brings families together.
It does.